Welcome back to another video. So today I want us to take a look at how we can create a live phrase search or a automatic search completion. So this is the HTML document. So as you can see right here, we have styles. So this is the styling for the body. And we basically have an H2 right here. So this H2 is this heading here. And we have an input. So this input takes in an ID for search box. So this input is this one right here. Okay, with the placeholder saying you should start typing something. And we have a unordered list, which takes in an ID of suggestions. So this will display here. It has nothing in it yet. You will see if we type something, it will display. If we save this and refresh our page, it's going to display here. But for now, we're just going to leave it empty, because this is where we're going to display our outputs. This is where we're going to display our outputs. So since we have this, I've also linked my JavaScript right here on the bottom. The reason we link our JavaScript on the bottom is so that we first run the HTML before we can get to the JavaScript. So there's two places you can put this code. It's either you can put it here on the head, right here on the head, or you can put it below. So either ways, it's fine. And that's it for the HTML. And the styling. So this is the stylings for the body, the format, the input, and everything else. So it's just basic HTML, CSS. And now, when you take a look at our app.py, so this is just basic stuff. I used Flask. So this is Flask right here. I used Flask. And I'm rendering the templates, the HTML template that I just showed you. And I'm going to use request so that I can get the input. So I'm going to use request to get the input, and JSONify just to make everything into JSON format. So I'm using the Flask app, and these are the phrases that we're going to be using. So these are our predefined phrases. And this is the route to the home page. So when we get to the home page, we're just going to render our HTML. And right here, this basically means when we start to search, we will request our query. So we set this into empty strings just so that if there's nothing, its default will be just empty strings. And we set our request. So what this does is it just loops. It's a basic loop. We are looping through our phrases. And we're just going to display it in lower cases. And we're just putting everything into our a JSON format. And that's it for the Python, for the Flask. And when we go to our static file, we have our script. So these two right here, we are basically linking our front end with the back end. So for interaction, so this is for interaction. So we have a search box event listener. So this is going to target our input. So we must do something. We're going to add an event listener, meaning we must do something when we get here. So we're going to want to get our query, and we're going to get the value, and we're going to trim it. So this dot trim, what this does is basically it removes any white spaces. So the beginning and the end, it's just going to trim that out. And this is our condition. So if our query is greater than 2, so if we type, let's see, let me show you here. If I type something, if it, you see from H there's nothing showing, but if it's 2 or greater than, then it will start to pop up. This is what this line actually explains. And here we're basically fetching our search that we used in our app. We're fetching this part right here. That's what we're basically doing, and we're getting the query from it. So we will just put this into a await. So we first have to wait for this in order to be able, because this is an async function, so we're going to wait for the value to be fetched and be ready to be displayed as a JSON format. And now we're getting the suggestions, and we're going to loop through everything. And while we're looping, we're going to get the li, we're going to get the list element. We're going to put this in a list element, get each item, and we are now basically going to add a click event suggestions, and this is going to display so that when you click, it's going to auto fill our input. So for example, if you click on any one of these, it's going to auto complete everything. And that's just it. So for more into details, because I already made this into a step-by-step coding showing you how to do this, so if you want to watch that, you can just catch me on YouTube. That's where I will post the entire thing from start to finish.